guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to episode 3 of the dissertation diaries. I actually started this series quite late, so I think this is going to be the final episode. My deadline is actually 2 weeks tomorrow, which is so scary. Oh my god, I lied, it's 2 weeks today. Today is Wednesday the 26th of February. In the previous episode of this series, I finished writing up my methodology and I also finished my analysis chapter. So all I've got left to do is finish writing up my discussion and also write my conclusion, and then obviously make all of the edits for the whole thing. I've been quite stressed about my dissertation over the last couple of days, to the point that this morning I actually went onto campus and spoke to the professor that runs the whole dissertation module. He just gave me the validation that I needed and he told me that he thinks I'm in a good place. I'm really happy about that. On Monday I did a little bit of planning for my discussion, but yesterday I truly started writing it and I managed to get about 750 words written yesterday. As it stands right now, I'm on something like 7,800 words, so I've only got 2,200 left until I reach the word count of 10,000, but I always like to write more and then cut down rather than aim for that. That kind of gives you an update of where we're at. I think this vlog is going to just be spanned over the next few weeks up until the deadline. I'm still filming little day in the life episodes for my TikTok account. If you are still interested after watching this video, then head on over to my TikTok and you can check those out. I think that is everything that I have to say for now. I'm going to get started on going through my notes from the meeting that I just had and making an updated plan for today and the next few days. I've shown you this plan that I made all throughout the episodes on YouTube and also a little bit in TikTok, but this is basically my dissertation completion plan. It's a massive table that ran all the way from January up until my deadline, which is the 12th of March, and it's basically just planning what I'm going to do every single day to make sure I meet the deadline. Today is the 26th of February. As you can see, my plan is to have a completed first draft of my dissertation by the 5th of March, and then all of these days are going to be spent making edits and making sure my dissertation is ready to submit. Whilst doing my dissertation, I've actually really come back to paper notes. I feel like I just prefer writing things out sometimes. I actually made a little discussion plan page the other day. I went through some websites and basically picked out the key points for writing a discussion because I actually had no idea how to go about this. But then I've also got this page, which is basically just like a written out list of all of the things that are in my results section to potentially address and discuss within my discussion. And then I've also just been making some notes as I go, things that I feel like I need to jot down. I just sent off the email that I needed to send as follow-up to the meeting that I had this morning. Having my lunch and the professor that I sent an email to has actually already replied with advice and help on how to do the stats test that I need to finish off completely, and so I'm going to try and do that now. Welcome to Friday. It's finally Friday. The last 2 days have been pretty productive. As you know, I've been working on my discussion. I'm now sitting at 8,836 words for my dissertation overall. I've been writing around, if not over, 500 words a day at the moment. I find the discussion chapter actually really interesting to write up. This part is just seeming to flow, it's seeming to make sense, and I feel like it is all coming together. I'm just slightly concerned that I'm not being critical enough, but I think that that is something I will deal with when I do like my first edit. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've really become a sticky note girly in the last few weeks. There are post-it notes all over my desk and on my wall, but I made this one. At the top it basically has the word count that I'm starting with, and then in the red at the bottom is my goal for the day, and then I've put these little stars here so I can write updates as the day goes on. I find this is like a fun way to keep motivated. I'm gonna go and try and write a little bit more of the discussion for my second objective. It is 11:30 and I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. I've actually written, I think, 360 something words already this morning. That's not that bad. I've got this little list of all of the different results which I need to address, and I've literally got one more thing that I wanted to finish today. I need to finish off that, and then I'm actually going to get ready. I haven't got ready for the day. I've been doing this a lot recently, but it's just because I feel like when I've had breakfast and come and sit at my desk, I just get so much more work done than if I actually get ready. And I don't know why. I think it's just because I feel like it's quite early in the day, like it's 11:30, and I feel like I've achieved stuff. I actually managed to get more done because for me the most productive window is definitely straight after breakfast until lunch. Hey guys, welcome to Monday. As predicted, I didn't do any work over the weekend. My dissertation is now officially due next week, which is so scary. I really am in the final stages, but I have fully lost all motivation. I'm hoping that today I'm going to finish writing my discussion and then hopefully go through it and make all of initial edits to that chapter. In terms of word count, I'm so over. I've got about 400 words left of my word count, but still need to finish the discussion and write the conclusion. I've just made this little plan of everything that I need to write up left in my discussion. I don't think this is going to take me too long to write up, to be honest, so hopefully I can get that done this morning and then my discussion chapter will be drafted. It's not even 11 o'clock yet and I've just finished writing up the third objective part of my discussion. So now all I've got left to write about is the limitations. It's literally only 11:30, so like half an hour later. I've now got a first draft of my discussion completed, and my overall word count is now 9,908 words. I literally can't believe I'm so close to that word count. I'm gonna take a little break because breaks are good, and I'm gonna come back to this and then just give my discussion the first initial read through and make sure everything flows, make sure I'm happy with it before I move on to planning my conclusion. It's been a few hours. I actually had lunch and then watched a little bit of Netflix. I still haven't gone through the discussion chapter, and I'm actually about to start doing that now. But first I'm gonna go and make a smoothie. I did my food shop in Aldi yesterday and I actually bought a few new different mixes, and there's one that I got which has a peach base and it's got I think chia seeds and oats, but I really want to try that, so I'm gonna go and make one of those now. I can't lie, this does not look as appealing as the one I got from Lidl, which was just fruit. This one's got like chia seeds and oats. The colour of it is just a little bit off. It's just not really giving fruit smoothie, but I have already tried it and it's not that bad. I don't really like the fact that I can taste the little bits of blended up oats, but it's fine because this is not a smoothie review. This is a study vlog. Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday. I didn't film anything yesterday because I had really bad cramps, and so I didn't actually do all that much. But today is quite a busy day. I've got quite a lot to do. My goal was always to have a first draft of my dissertation completed by today. I'm slightly behind, but I'm not too worried about it. I should be able to get most of it done today. All I've got left to do is write the conclusion, and then I also have to write an abstract, which is 300 words but doesn't count towards the word count. I spent most of this morning and also a little bit of yesterday just planning out my conclusion. There's like words under all of these sticky tabs and stuff. I'm only doing 2 sections in my conclusion, and the first one is just a summary of my findings. So it's basically just taking parts out of my discussion and addressing the questions, like answering my questions. And then the second section of my conclusion is called future recommendations. So it's basically like, if someone was to continue on my study, what do I think they should do? So my conclusion is all planned out. I just need to write it up. It's actually like not even been that much time. It's 1 o'clock and I think I started at just after 12, and I've written the main bulk of my conclusion. I think having it all planned out on this piece of paper just made the write-up really quite easy actually. I just made myself a little smoothie and also just went to Lidl with my friend. Got some little sweets because we're going to the cinema tonight to watch the Bridget Jones movie. So I'm gonna drink this and write that final section. So exciting. But write the final section of my conclusion, the bit on like the future recommendations. I've just finished writing my conclusion, which means I officially have a first draft completed. I'm at, I think, 10,700 words almost, so I've got just under 700 to cut out. And then obviously, like as I said, I've got the whole week to just edit, and I'm just so happy that everything's down on the paper now. It is the next day now. It is Thursday. I actually didn't end up writing my abstract last night. We went to the cinema, watched the new Bridget Jones film, and it was really good. I really liked it. I've had a bit of a slow morning because I literally just can't be bothered, but I'm gonna get started on writing up my abstract. I think I need to plan it, or at least do a little Google search on how to write an abstract, maybe read some examples, because I feel like I've never had to write one before. It's a little bit out of my depth. Please excuse my messy handwriting. I was just doing that super quickly, but I've written out all of the key things that need to go in an abstract. I think now I'm just going to read some of the examples which my uni posted, and then going to make just some notes. It's been quite a while since I gave you guys a little update, and so I thought I'd do that this morning. I spent the whole weekend pretty much flat out working on my dissertation. I'm really in the editing stage now. I think I'm beginning to feel happy with it. I think my biggest reservation before submitting it was I just really wanted to feel like I'd done a good job and like I was proud of myself and proud of the work. And up until I think yesterday, I hadn't really experienced that. But going through and making the edits yesterday, I do think that I've begun to kind of think it was coming together finally. I've got to go through the discussion chapter and the conclusion. I'm also still slightly over the word count, and then I've got a few final formatting bits that I need to do. Going through and editing this dissertation is not a quick process. So as I said, I spent yesterday going through and editing, and I was making this little word count tracker. When I started going through yesterday, I was 679 words over the word count, and this is extremely unnecessary. I just wanted to see the word count breakdown for each chapter, but I wrote down basically like each chapter in the subsection, and then the final word count after I've edited it, and then figured out how many words I managed to take away from the chapter. This is the little section of my worksheet for today. I'm gonna try and film a little time lapse. The only thing is, like, when I'm editing, most of it is just like reading the words over and over again, so there's not really much going on in the actual time lapse. Okay, I got my breakfast and I'm gonna eat this as I start going through my discussion chapter. I have been editing my dissertation for like 5 days straight. I am finally ready to submit my dissertation. I finished working on it this morning. I got it down to under the word count. I've checked it through so many times, like read and reread and reread and reread. I've exported it as a PDF. I've given it the correct title and everything. All that's left to do is to press submit, basically. Just like that, I have submitted. my dissertation. It feels so weird because I feel like I've been working on the dissertation for so long and I've known about it for so long, and I just didn't ever really feel like I would get to the point where I'm just submitting it. And to submit it on like a random Tuesday in the middle of March is a very bizarre experience. That being said, I'm so excited that it's over. I feel like it is definitely a big weight lifted off my shoulders. I've literally only got like a few more submissions to do now. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye.